Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. I hope your day is off to a fantastic start. I have a brand new product to share with you guys from Dermatology today. But before we get into the video, I just want to let you guys know, in full disclosure, I did receive the new SPF Radiance powder in PR from Dermatology. I have been an affiliate or a partner with Dermatology for well over 5 years at this point. Personally, I've had a lot of really great luck with especially a lot of their SPF products. If you are someone who struggles with an oily skin type like I do, and you have a hard time finding SPFs that work for you, I'll put a couple of my top suggestions in the description box down below for really great options that seem to be a good fit, at least for my oily skin, from Dermatology. Maybe my beloved Paula's Choice Everyday SPF didn't work out for you. Definitely check out Dermatology. That might be a better fit for you. So anyway, I will link where you can purchase the new SPF Radiance powder in the description box down below. I will also put my discount code. It's an affiliate 20% discount code, so don't use that if you're not comfortable with it. No pressure to go out and buy this today. If you're not in the market for a new SPF product like this, just put the information in your back pocket and revisit it when the time is right. You're never going to get any pressure from me that, you know, like you have to run out and you have to buy like this new thing right away. Finish whatever SPF you're using now, and then when it's time for a new one, maybe this is one to consider. So anyway, I want to go ahead and read through the claims and ingredients. I want to demo this product for you. I also want to show you the 3 different shades that are available and just kind of show them compared to my very pale skin tone. Hopefully that helps you make a decision on which of the shades is a good fit for you. So let's get started. This retails, by the way, for $35, and they say that this is a silky, lightweight mineral powder that is a game changer in on-the-go sun care that effortlessly enhances your natural radiance. With 3 versatile shades, fair, medium, and deep, achieve a flawless sun-kissed finish while ensuring your skin is protected against harmful UV rays. Infused with hydrating resveratrol and hyaluronic acid, it nourishes the skin while visibly brightening with licorice root and niacinamide. So lots of great skincare ingredients in this particular formulation. Personally, I love seeing the addition of the resveratrol because that is actually one of the main ingredients in one of my Holy Grail sunscreens from Paula's Choice. I'm also a huge fan of niacinamide. That has just been such a game changer for the overall like size and look of my pores. So anytime that I can add more resveratrol and more niacinamide into my routine, I'm all for it. Those are great ingredients for me. Okay, so this is supposed to help absorb excess oil and minimize shine. It has a broad spectrum mineral protection. So this is not a chemical sunscreen, it's a mineral. In fact, you have a 12.5% titanium dioxide in here, as well as a 22.5% zinc oxide. They say that this is safe for even sensitive skin. And this has active stress defense, which looks to be trademark. They say that this is a super-powered antioxidant complex that reduces pollution-induced free radicals by 85%. And here's something that they stress that I also want to stress. This particular product here is not your primary SPF. This is to reapply your SPF throughout the day. So it's a lot easier to use something like a spray. I reviewed a lot of these spray SPFs last summer, or something like a powder over top of, for most women, I would say makeup, than it is to reapply a like a lotion or a cream type SPF like this one from Dermatology here. So I am honestly really surprised that it took Dermatology as long as it has to come out with a powder like this. Now, I have to be completely honest with you guys. I don't actually love these components. I have used several of these types of powder SPF products from other companies in the past. And the thing that I don't like is that you cannot really wash the brush once you start using it, because the component is actually, like this part here is connected to the brush. The product actually flows through a little tube here into the middle, into the bristles, and then you disperse it onto your skin that way. So you can't really wash this brush. There's just no way to do that. And as someone who has an oilier skin type, now I do blot before, you know, applying this sunscreen. I typically just use a tissue. I rarely have blotting papers on hand. Like tissues are kind of my big go-to. I just press that into the oiliest spots on my face, and then that absorbs that excess oil, and then I can go over top. But there is still makeup, skin cells, you know, whatever that collects on the brush head. And while I will probably go through this fairly quickly, not quickly enough before the bristles are gonna get kind of gross. So here's what I am actually going to do with this, and what I have done with these powder SPFs in the past is I am going to go ahead and I'm gonna open this top part right here. This unscrews very easily. And what I can do now is decant this into an empty powder container that I already have. Just save one from whatever powder. I mean, I think I have the Fenty one that is completely finished in my empties bin for this month. But I'm gonna go ahead and decant this, and then I'm gonna take it on the go that way, because here, let me just close this so that I don't spill this powder everywhere. But this has a really nice feature where, you know, I can close the sifter and that keeps the product inside. And I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush with me so that I can dip in here on the go, and then I can easily wash this brush. I know, I don't know. The whole idea of the brush just getting gunky after a few uses with my oily skin is not my favorite thing for me personally. And I realize, you know, that this isn't the most convenient probably for most people, but listen, if you have oily skin, you just kind of learn to do things a little bit differently. If you have a more normal or even dry skin type, honestly, you are gonna be fine with using this directly from the container. I don't think you have to worry as much about the oil or whatever collecting on your brush. So how do you actually use this? First of all, there is a very easy like open and close mechanism right here. So you just twist it to open or close it. So I'm gonna go ahead and open. And what you do is with the lid on, you just tap this onto like the palm of your hand, or I don't know, a surface or something. I find that it works best just to tap it into my hand. And I just do that a few times to get quite a bit of that product flowing out. And you can start to see it flowing out when you see it right there on the top of the cap. So just a few more, and that gets me a good amount of product there. So you push this little protective piece here down, and then you can start applying this all over your face to touch up your SPF very, very easily. By the way, this powder has a really nice texture to it. It's not gritty or anything like that. If you need more product, you just dispense a little bit more, and then you can just continue to reapply and touch up your SPF. But I will say, I do think that the Fair is a really great color fit for my very fair skin. So other than just this not being like the best component for my oily skin, the powder itself has been fabulous, you guys. You do want to make sure that you put a nice layer on your skin. Don't skimp with this. You know, get more product out if you need to. But let me show you guys the color range. So here is, this is my arm. I have no tan. Like this is my natural skin color. It's quite fair. So here is the Fair compared to my very fair skin tone. You can see that's pretty forgiving. I'm lighter than the powder is, but it works for my skin tone. Here is the medium compared to my skin tone. Definitely quite a bit deeper. And then this is the deep. So these are supposed to be very forgiving. So even if you have a slightly deeper skin tone than this color right here, the product is supposed to work. So anyway, I did not open the medium or the deep. I would really like to go ahead and donate these to a local women's shelter. I actually still have the boxes here. The women's shelter in my area do not accept even slightly used hygiene products. I think, you know, obviously for good reason. So, but I did not want these to go to waste. Obviously they are way too dark for me. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these back into the boxes. I think I have enough products now to probably warrant a trip to my local shelter, and I'm going to drop these off, and hopefully there are some women that can get some good use out of both of these. So yeah, overall, you guys, I'm enjoying this formulation a lot. I think the powder itself is fantastic and a great fit for my oily skin. You can see it definitely took down any shine that I may have had on my face, but I don't think it makes my face look completely matte or too flat. It does have just a touch of radiance to it, but it's not a shimmer. Like when looking in the mirror, like there's no glitter or anything else that I see. It really is just more of like a little bit of a glow, but not anything that is going to make you look like a disco ball, even in the sun. So for me, while this isn't the best component, I'd love to see if maybe they would consider doing a pressed powder, or even something like this with a on-the-go brush, maybe like a retractable brush that could be washed a little bit more easily. So yeah, anyway, but those are just my oily girl suggestions. Overall, I'm gonna give this 2 big fat thumbs up. Like I said, I cannot believe it has taken Dermatology quite this long to come out with a powder SPF, but this is a wonderful way to reapply. Remember, this is not your primary SPF application. This is simply a reapplication product. So always make sure that you are using something else first to provide you with the most protection. As the protection from that wears off, you can reapply with this, and hopefully that keeps your skin protected until you are able to take everything off and then start anew the next day. Anyway, you guys, let me know if you have any questions at all. I appreciate you being here. A big thanks to Dermatology for providing the samples to be able to share with you guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Remember to check out the description box below with some extra information, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.